Good morning, everyone. I am Corinne Braxton, and today is April 25th, 2023, and I'm coming to you from Bozeman, Montana. So let's see once here if we can find ourselves, see if we can get some people to find us today. Anyway, I have a lot of fun things. It's always wonderful if you oh, yes, Priscilla, you can just certainly join. There we go. Well, hi, Anne Louise. Where are you from? Tell us what state you're coming from, watching from. I always appreciate you saying hi, what state you're from, giving us a thumbs up, likes. Hey, Jeannie, good to see you right on time today. Follow if you're on YouTube later. Ring the bell so you'll be notified. Subscribe, do all those things. That helps. That helps Facebook know that people are watching and are interested and helps me grow my business. So, oh, from Wisconsin and Louise, that's where I'm from originally. I'm from Appleton. So anyway, we have some fun things to do today. Just want to remind you that in 1 week from today, hey, Stacy from Southern Florida. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate that, Stacy. It's always so nice when people do that. Hey, Kathy, I'm going to just say hi to as many comments as I see. This is the new catalog. Hey, Carla. You're in Wisconsin too. You have a couple of Wisconsin friends there. This is our new catalog with all these gorgeous new colors. And 1 week from today, we go live. Hey, Kay. Today is going to be all new products. But we also have a fabulous catalog that's still available, and some things are on sale. I just went through the catalog about 10 minutes ago. Went through my list to see. I pulled some. They've been wonderful. I can't tell you which stamps are still available, but boy, I can tell you there are some real bargains on some of these dies. My recommendation is for you to go to the back of the catalog, look at embossing folders and metal dies, because especially the standalone ones, any of them really. This one is the artisan design. It's $13. I know this is backwards, but it's $13 right now. What a bargain. This has been one of my favorites. It's been in the catalog for 3 years. It's painted labels. It went with the, hey, Joni, good to see you this morning. Painted labels went with the poppies. And I don't know if that's available or not, but the dies are only 14. I actually always loved the dies more than anything. It has a really great die right there, a fabulous label. And that swirl, I bet I've used it 200 times. It's great, $14. And then we have the pillow boxes for making little treats. That one's 20. I'm just going to go through a few of these like this. I have the circle scallops and the plain circles. That is retiring. The picture this, I don't know how many of you, this is fun, these little holes, die cut. And there's the other one is the rectangles, so they look, mine are sort of smashed together, but they are, that's been a fabulous, and it's been in the catalog a couple of years. Looks like this, and they're like peekaboo, and it's 27, so I think it was maybe 35 or something originally. But those are just some that I pulled recently because I think that they are, hey, Martina, they are such a good deal, and there's some that I don't want to part with. I do have BOGO later on, and I do all that to get rid of some of my things. I'll be doing that the middle of March, right before we start moving. And anyway, let's see if we can find myself here. Oh, I still don't see myself on my iPad, but let's see if I can refresh. That might help. I don't know. We'll just see. Oh, it's still, I can't, hopefully. Well, I can see. Hey, Cindy, good morning to you. I'm so happy to see so many of you. And Kathy, where are you from? Where are you watching from? Anyway, take advantage of this fabulous sale. One more week, and then these things are gone. So if there's a stamp set or a bundle, bundles especially, even if they're carrying over, they won't be discounted in the next catalog because there'll be new bundles. So they do that every year. So next year, a bundle will be separated and it'll be, so then it'll be just full price for each one. So you save 10% right now when you do that. I'm gonna set those down, and we have several things to do today. So, hey, Kathy, you live in Montana. Yes, you do. You live pretty close to me. Deb is watching. Where are you from, Deb? This is so fun to have so many people from across the country. I have team members that live all over. Hey, Kathleen, Maria. Oh, it's wonderful. Thanks for the hearts, the thumbs up, Sherry. Oh, thank you, Sherry, for sharing. Share this to your friends that are interested in card making. Today we're going to do a puzzle. I've done this before. I did it about 10 or 11 months ago, but it's really fun. And I thought it would be fun with some new designer papers. So everything I'm using today is new. So you can't order it yet, May 2nd, but you can start making your shopping list. Alrighty, let's turn the camera down and let's see if, let me just try one more time here, see if we can find still the, oh, there, no, just popped up, thankfully. Now I'll be able to see some of the comments while I'm facing down. Oh, I don't know why it takes so long. Okay, close your eyes. I'm going to turn the camera down. Here we go. A minute. Give me just a little bit of time to get this. I had it all set, and then when I flip it to show my face, it sort of disappears. Okay, let's see what's here. Okay, I'm not able to. I can't seem to get it to zoom out a little bit. There we go. Good. I'm going to push this back. If you're shopping with me, if you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. My April host code is this. So anytime you're shopping, you can find me at koreanscrafts.stampingup.net. These are some cards, some new things that I've been playing with, and just to help me focus. So today we are going to be doing some fun cards. And be sure you get ready to take a screenshot at different points. I will have directions written out, but we're going to be making 3 different cards similar to this. We're going to be using this gorgeous new paper called Countryside in DSP. And it's in the new catalog. As demonstrators, we get to pre-order. And you can sort of see I've done some quilting on this, not hand stitch quilting, but I ran it through the embossing folder. And this is what we're going to make today. So here we go. We're going to be using this bundle. Now, this is something I would definitely encourage you to order early because it has a fabulous 2 3/8 inch punch. And we know, hey Lisa, we know that punches they sell out fast, and then they have to reorder them, and they come from I don't know, they come from someplace in Asia. All of our dies and punches are made out of the country. I think maybe Vietnam or someplace, I'm not really sure, but they're hard to get. And so this, you can buy it separately later on, or you can buy it as a bundle. You can save 10% by buying it in a bundle, but this is what we're going to be using on all the cards. And it is a great set. So it's in the new catalog. I don't know what page. We can't open the catalog and show page numbers and that. We're going to be using this boho blue, and I'm just about out of paper because I've used boho blue for so many things. It is the most gorgeous color that you've ever seen. And I just finally, after 2 weeks, I got my Stampin' Up! Order yesterday, and I got my gems. I'm just so thrilled. These are the in color gems, color dots. Oh, they're so beautiful. These are the new colors. These are the in colors. I'll show you that first. Hey, Sherry, thank you very much. appreciate that already. These are the colors that are in the, that will stay with us for 2 years. They are copper clay.
To who?
Copper clay, I think that was Siri answering. There's moody mauve, wild wheat.
To who?
I did not buy much of wild wheat because I didn't think I was going to like it. Now I'm almost out of it and I need to order more. Pebble Path and boho blue. We're going to be working with boho blue today, but they're really very muted and subtle sort of, but just really, really pretty. I've played with almost every one except I haven't done the copper. Well, yes, I did copper. I think I have played with every one, and they're really nice. Really like them a lot. Sometimes it's good to order a multi-pack where you get all the colors, or you can get, if you really like the blue, obviously most people are going to love that boho blue, and you want to get a pack or two of it. Okay, so that's what we're using today, and let's bring our cards in. We're going to be using this embossing folder. It's called Countryside Blossoms. It is not a 3D. It's just a regular embossing plate. It's very pretty. You can, and it fits some of the paper. You can see this.
One moment.
It's so funny. I have my iPad, my other iPads across the room, and Siri keeps talking to me. She's looking for something. Anyway, this goes in here. This paper.
I'm having trouble with the connection. Please try again later.
I'm going to have to go turn her off. Anyway, this fits in here like this, and it just embosses this designer paper perfectly. It's really neat. I'm not sure if it goes this way or you have to sort of fiddle with it like this so the flowers are up. But it is really very, very pretty. And I think this embossing folder is going to sell out very quickly. So I would suggest getting it one of the first days, probably. I think this whole collection is so beautiful. People are going to order it when May 2nd comes. It'll be interesting to see what happens, how far back some of these deliveries will be. But I think Stampin' Up! Is getting caught up on the shipping. The shipping was really free shipping was fun last week. Oh my goodness, it was busy, busy, busy. Okay, here we go. Here we can get my little package out and we will start. And this is what we're going to do. I think maybe we'll do let's do our stamping first. I think we'll do that today. Okay, we are going to make 3 cards. So we're going to do 3 different circles. I have already punched. I've punched this is Misty Moonlight. We're using Misty Moonlight and boho blue. Misty Moonlight is a returning color, but I punched this with the 2 3/8 inch circle. And then this is, I don't know what this one is, but let's see, it is about 2 inches, like 2 1/8 almost. So and now if you have other punches, they'll all layer with these too. So it's really cool. Very, very neat. Okay, let's put that aside and bring in our stamps. I could have stamped with Misty Moonlight, of course, but I don't know. I just sort of love this boho blue. We're going to do one. We're going to do one that's like this. We're going to do the Celebrate for the Birthday. And I'm going to put it down like this. Now you might want to stamp first and then die cut, but of course I am on camera, so it's just a little easier to do that ahead of time. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to do our birthday cake right in the middle, like this. Isn't that neat? Now, if you want to take your Wink of Stella, or you can take your blender pen. A blender pen will help. You can pull that ink, make it a little. That one's a little dry. I'm going to do the other end. Here. You can pull that ink with your blender pen. Oh, that one seems to be dried up, but you can sort of color. That'll pull that ink. Okay, and My blender pen must be getting dry. Okay, let's do another. So that's one. We're going to do another one. And I'm going to ink up this big. I was running out of blocks. I have a lot of blocks, but I have a lot of things in my closet prepared for classes. That's one. And we're going to do another one just like that, but we're going to have different words. Now I'm going to show you, let me see once. I'll show you something. That would be good to show you this. I'll punch out the, this is the 2 3/8. I'm going to just show you this, how it's perfect if you want to do this 2 3/8. So look how that fit on there just perfectly. And now let's do some words. We're going to do happy birthday. That's going to be for the inside. We'll do a thank you. We're going to do a thank you right there on that one. And then we're going to do because you're so awesome on that. I like that. That's just a neat little sentiment. We're going to do it right there too. And then we're going to put some things on our insides so we can use all of these. Let's see, once we're going to be doing, so I have some, where are my little insides? Well, I'll just pull these. I've got some right here. These are all going to be vertical cards. I'm going to do there's going to be a happy birthday. So we're going to do happy birthday right there. We'll put a cupcake on this one like that. And then we're going to do another one that says, because you're so awesome. And then I want to say thank you on that one. Maybe we'll just do a thank you right there. And we'll do a set of flowers, right? A spray of flowers like that. And we probably need one more, I think. Let's see, one's here. I'm just pulling these from my little rack above because and I think I have one that says thank you on the outside. So we'll do because you're awesome on the inside like that. And then like this. It's really a very fun set. I've used it several times now, and it's fun. And I think it'll be one of the first to sell. So I would definitely put that punch on your list in the first days of your orders. Let's set those aside for now, and we will just I don't want to lose things on my table space here. We can move that out of the way, I think. Okay, now we can do the puzzle. So what we're going to do is, I've got this tiny space in front of me. I have 3 pieces of designer paper. This is the countryside in, and it looks like a quilt, you know, like the old, back in the 80s, we had a lot of blues. Blues are back in decorating. Of course, they have been for a few years, but, and you might want to get ready to take a screenshot of this too. I'm going to move this out of the way so that, you know, that's not constantly bothering you. But anyway, these are some blues that I just pulled out from the paper, from the DSP. And that's one side, and there's the other side. This is the one that goes to the embossing folder. There's one that has little bunny rabbits on, and they're all shades of blue. It's balmy blue, misty moonlight, blue, boho blue. And it's just a great combination. It just reminds, I just think it'd be perfect for, I thought about quilting. It's sort of like a quilt card is what it is. So I'm gonna just, sorry, ladies, I'm so sorry about the comments because I just can't see them when I'm talking. Hey, Darcy, Mary, Levon, let's see, Simone, Jan, Sherry, Jeannie, Stacy, oh, and okay, Carla, already, thanks, ladies. I really appreciate those comments. Remember the hearts up and the thumbs and all those things, happy faces, all those things. Hope others find us quickly. So anyway, you need 3 sheets, 3 3 3/4 by 5. And I just cut 4. Let's see what we're going to, I definitely want to use this one. And this is a beautiful one with the bunnies. I think that's a pretty set like that. But this is what I was trying to figure out. Should I use the dark? Should I use this one or this one? I'm not sure. Aren't they pretty though? Aren't they just really neat sets of papers? I don't know. Maybe we'll do the, we'll try that maybe. We'll try that. Okay, we will do that. So we're going to take all three of these, and I'm going to actually just going to put the lighter one on top just so that I can see it a little bit better. So that was 3 3/4 by 5. And this is just a template I made. It doesn't have to be like this exactly, but it's going to be like this. We're going to cut, and then we're going to cut this way, and we're going to have 3 little pieces of puzzles. And so what I'm going to do, you could actually cut along that, but I'm going to save this. This is my template. So I'm just going to take my little pencil, and I just want to mark it up here on the top, and I'm going to mark it down here on the bottom. And then I'm going to mark it here, and that'll just help me a little bit, okay? So now I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer, and I'm going to tell you about this. This thing is wicked sharp. Yesterday I cut myself so bad. I have a bandage on my finger. I have a huge slice, a deep, long slice that I was changing blades. I only change blades about once, maybe twice a year. I cut a lot of paper, but these blades are extremely sharp. We have this is the one that has a needle that has a very sharp, and I took it out of the package and I started putting it in the little slot, and it just pierced my, it pierced right through my, it just sliced. I mean, it was really deep, and now we're going to turn this one around, and we're going to, oh, and it doesn't really make any difference. I'm going to, here's my little template. I'm going to go up to right about there, but it doesn't make any difference really. I do have a video on YouTube that I did about 10 months ago. I wish I could think of the name of it. It was with the palm trees. I was part of it, and the So Beautiful paper or something. I should have looked that up before. Anyway, so if you want to take a screenshot, you can. So this is sort of a stack, shuffle, or stack, cut, and shuffle. So we're going to take these 3 sections like this. Now I'm going to take, we're going to build our puzzle on these 3 3/4 by 5, like this. We're going to make 3 of these pretty much at the same time. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can. I'll just put this up a little closer, like that. And oh my goodness, yes, it did hurt a lot. So I'm going to, now this next part is not absolutely necessary to build it on another sheet, but I like doing it this way only because to me it's just easier. But you could put it on a 4 by 4 by 4 1/4, 4 by 5 1/4 piece, and just leave a border. You could do that. It'd be fine. Okay, I'm going to have one down there. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to just leave this stack. This is number 1. That's number 2 and 3. So in this stack, we're going to just put one underneath like that. We're going to shuffle it. This number 3, we're going to put it 1 and 2. And now we're going to have 3 different patterns. So we're going to have one here, and then one right there. On this card, we're going to take it like that, and you're just going to shift it. You're going to be making 3 cards at one time, and then the last one goes like this. I think this is a good choice. What was on the other side? Oh, that beautiful. This paper is so gorgeous. I try not to use it because I'm saving it. It's just, isn't it crazy how we hoard paper? We save the ones that we think are the prettiest. Anyway, so now I'm going to take out, this is where your silicone Well, I love my silicone mat. I will, hey, Fat Patty, good to see you this morning too. Where do you live? Tell us what state you're from. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my silicone mat, and now I'm going to be building each one of these cards. I'm just going to slide them off the screen a little bit like that. And now I'm just going to slide it like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Tombow on this whole thing like this. You don't need a lot. You just want to scribble it on. And you're just going to put it right to the edge like that. Just like that. And that's just how fast. Now you could certainly use your tape runner. I love my tape runners, but it's easier to do this on, you see the glue is sliding out a little bit like that. I'm just going to set this one aside over here, and we're going to do another. I'm going to actually take that, and because that will dry. But now we're going to take our second one. Isn't this a pretty paper combination? Oh my goodness, I think it is so pretty. We're going to take our liquid adhesive again. Now, let me just show you something. We almost never use this end, or maybe my grandkids do, but you can squeeze and you can use that end too. So I love the way this will just glide on so easily. So I still prefer the sharper end, but you can do, but just so you know that. Okay, so we're going to start with our number 1 piece. Just like that. Our number 2, we will have made 3 cards in really relatively short amount of time. So if you like doing puzzles, just, jigsaw puzzles, oh my goodness, you're going to love this technique. And I know some of you, how many of you have done a puzzle card like this before? We've got a little bit of space in there, but we'll sort of, that's the nice thing about Tombow. You can sort of make it go, you can sort of move it slightly. Okay, let's take this last one, and here we go. Oh, my finger is so sore. I soaked it in, I know you're not supposed to use peroxide, but I just didn't want to get an infection, so I soaked it, and I've had it wrapped, and then it started bleeding. I had a manicure yesterday, and then, because this happened yesterday morning, and when I cut myself on that blade, oh my goodness, it just pierced it and slit it. My husband always says I shouldn't use scissors or knives ever, because I cut myself a fair amount, although I was really being careful yesterday too. It was so crazy, but it just happened. I've never done that before, where I've really slit it like that. Now, if you want, you certainly can trim it, like there's a little bit right there. You take a long bladed scissors, and that should do it. And there we have all 3 panels. Just stick those back. Anyway, yesterday, so I had a manicure yesterday, like around 4 o'clock. I've had such a busy time. We're going to Mexico tomorrow. We leave tomorrow morning very early, and I have a lot of things yesterday and a lot of things today. And so now, and then we soaked my finger to have a manicure, and then it started bleeding, and it would not stop. It just kept bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. So now we're going to bring in I've got my big embossing machine, and we have just a plate. We don't have that thin die cutting plate. This is just a regular one. So we have two of these clear plates. I don't even know what numbers they are, but we're going to emboss these. So we will. And anytime you're using an embossing plate, you want to make sure you always put the folded edge in first, like that. You could use any I think polka dots would be good. And one thing I'll show you real quickly too is you can take a silicone mat and put it underneath your machine like that, and that will help things. It's jumping around, of course, here on the table. But look at this. look at this folder. It's got a little bit of glue on it. There you go. You can see that. I had a large Band-Aid on too. Yeah, that blade is wicked. That's for sure, Stacy. Is that Stacy that said that? How many of you have had cut yourself so badly like that? There's one, and let's just see if we can, I don't know if we can do two at the same time, but let's try it. We'll just give it a shot. It might be really hard, but I'm going to put my, we'll do two at a time, and we're going to just back up this time like this. Now this will probably be really hard to get through the embossing machine, but and obviously you can use this for die cutting. You probably shouldn't do two at a time because it is thick, but I just did just to save time for us. Now this all closes up, and I have one machine that I use for class that I always say is for embossing. It doesn't make any difference, obviously, but it helps when I'm teaching. So we'll set that aside and bring in our little pieces. We've got all of them embossed. They sort of stuck together here. It wasn't the smartest thing I've done, because it's really like 4 layers, and that's not a good idea. And now I've just torn this one. Not a very good idea. But it is done, and thankfully it didn't break anything. So that's called the Countryside Blossoms. I think that's a good thing to have on your order list in the beginning too. Okay, so let's take we've got our silicone mat right there. And now we are going to take our mats. We have 3 mats that are 4 inches by 5 1/4. That's just a standard size mat. Now I have done these where I didn't put it on that other layer of that 3 3/4, and I just did it on this. We're going to put it on like this. I'm going to use my tape runner now. So I'm going to just bring my tape runners out, and actually I'm going to put it on. Oh, this is not, yeah. I'm just going to put it on this like that. Sometimes you certainly can use your Tombow on the back side, and a tape runner will work, but sometimes it'll tear the paper. So we're just going to do it. That's my favorite way of doing it. There's one. Let's do another one. So I'm just sort of staying away from the edges like this, giving it a good, see how fast this is? It's really, as I said, it's quite addictive, and it's a fun way to play with new things, new papers. But it's also a great way to use up your scraps. So get some things that are coordinating and similar colors and make yourself a quilt. And so now we're going to bring in, we have 3 of these. It looks like I need a little glue on the edges there. We're going to bring in 3 of our Misty Moonlight bases. Here those are, and that's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. I scored it at 4 1/4. It's just a side folding card like that. And let's put these down now. So we're going to put there's our first card. And there's our second one. Just like that. And our last one. I like this combination. I like it better than the ones that I did originally. So we're going to put this just like that. And so this is what our cards look like. There. So just like that. Isn't that neat how that works out? And now we can bring in our, we're going to put our, what I'm going to do is put my I'm going to put some adhesive on. We're going to put these right in the middle. I have 3 of these. Just like this. You know, I learned this technique, oh, I bet 10 years ago when I was in Florida one time and went to a scrapbooking store. And that was in Englewood, Florida. And took a class, and it was really, really fun. And but then I made a few, but then I sort of forgot about it. And then I saw Karen Titus's video, and I thought, oh, that was so much fun. I remember doing that, and so I made that was quite a long time ago. But anyway, I have enjoyed this technique for a long time. Got some ribbon here. This is the boho blue, and it is called textured ribbon. It's one of it comes in all of the in colors. It's really, really nice. What I'm going to do, this is the way I do it. Not everyone does it this way, but I really like this method. I'm going to just put my Seal Plus, my strongest glue, right across the middle, like that. Then I'm going to take my adhesive, my ribbon, put it down like that. Snip a few more of those. I'm going to put another one down like that. And my last one like that. Those are all going to get trimmed. So now we're going to pop these up. I'm not going to use that one, but you could. But I liked having that because I liked having the dark Misty Moonlight circle. I thought it was pretty, but you could use it without. You don't have to do it this way. There's going to be one that's going to be thank you and one that's going to be celebrate, like that. And let's pop those up with some dimensionals now. Just saw comments fly by. Let's see what's here. Oh, Karen says, I love those colors on the pattern. I'm planning on making quilted cards with different designs. Well, you're going to love doing this. It's so fun, for sure. I'm just going to take I've got a dish of these cut up foam pieces. I know some people last week thought it's a little bit wasteful, but I don't know. I like how fast it is, and I can do it with my fingers. So without picking up I love doing it with my take your pick tool with the other ones. But anyway, I just take one, and otherwise I'd probably have 6 on there, 5 or 6. I like a lot of dimensionals, quite honestly. There we go. It's off a little bit. Make sure it's my thank you is straight. There we go. And the last one, because you're awesome. And I have to make sure we get the correct insides in these. They peel up so beautifully. Just like that. There are cards. Now let's give these all a little trim. And we're going to I like to have one, that end goes down, that end goes up. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want, but that's what I like to do. See how that looks? I'm going to do the same thing over here. This one's going to go down. This one's going to go up. And it was my ribbon scissors. There we go. Get these out of the way. These are our cards so far. Let's put our insides in. Because you're so awesome. That would go on the thank you. So it does. Some of these are. That one looks like it's a 4 1/4. 4 1/4. No, I'm sorry. It's 4 inches by 5 1/4. 4 inches by 5 1/4 on that one. Because you're so awesome. And then a thank you. Like that. How many of you demonstrators have gotten your shipments already? Where is the other one? Celebrate. Happy birthday. Oh, there it is. Right here. Hit it upside down. Shipping has been slow, but they're starting to catch up. They certainly have had a tremendous amount of orders. So if you have ordered from me and have not received your order yet, they are shipping out as fast as they possibly can. And I think you're going to be having your orders sooner rather than later now. The last couple of days, they've shipped quite a few. Okay, let's put these things away, those foam pieces. Those are our cards. And now let's put some gems on. So we have two sets of gems that you could use these. These are called adhesive back solid gems. Here's that boho blue. I'm going to actually do it on this one. Use that one. This one I think comes with the daisy set that's in our catalog. So I'm going to just pull those out like that. And so we're going to put a little gem right there. Another one. Oop, I can't. I lost it on my take your pick tool. Another one right there. They've sort of given us the places to put those dots. There's that card is all finished. Oop, that ribbon got sort of funny. Okay, on this one we're going to use the other gems, and these are the ones that are the in color dots. Just gorgeous. They're very, very pretty. And I was down to, I only had one package, and this is all I had left. So I was thrilled yesterday when the UPS man came last night and finally got my order. I'm going to put one right there, a big one. And on this one, I'm going to put maybe two smaller ones. So I'm going to have to start on these. I'm going to put one right. Oh, I'm going to put it on the flowers, I think. We'll do that. That'll be great. That's a little bit overkill with dimensionals. That one's a little big, so let's try this one. That's perfect in there. And then we'll do the smaller couple, we'll do a couple smaller ones like that. You could actually do 5, but I don't have many gems, so we'll just do like that. Aren't they pretty? So there, that's how we do that. All of those are done. 3 cards in very little time. Isn't that a fun technique? That border, I don't think I have it. I should have trimmed that off, but it is not, it's not gonna, it'll be all right. Hopefully someone won't notice that. And there we have it. Now let's decorate our envelope, and then we will be all set. I will take pictures of these today after I'm finished. I already have the directions, the tutorial, the directions all typed up. So I will post those beneath the video. And then it takes me a little bit of time to, well, I have to take all the photos, and then I have to watermark them. And I'm just going to put this on so the fox and will be in the right direction. So I'm going to open up my envelope. Actually, I normally put the adhesive on the strip, but I did it just the opposite. Now I'm going to take my big scissors, my big bladed scissors. You can use your little one too. Your little snips works great. Just trimming this off, and oops, I actually cut into the envelope a little bit there. And there we have it. There we go. Isn't that pretty? That one's a little slightly different. So, but very pretty paper, I think, for sure. It's just love it. We had a long time ago, we actually, the house that we're building, we're doing a lot of blues. So sort of back to the 80s. Now, those are the 3 that I just did today. And these are the ones that I did the other day. They're a little darker. I like having the lighter colors in there like that. But this one has the little bunny, and this one has the doves. But aren't those neat? So, and then the envelope, the envelope goes with all of those. So I hope you'll give this a try. Oh, thank you, Carla. I appreciate that. I hope you'll give these a try. And let's close your eyes and we'll come back up to talk for a minute. Oh, thank you very much, Jeannie. I appreciate that. You can tell I'm wearing a boho blue. Well, this is boho blue. It's a little bit, it's somewhat close. It's pretty close. I think I actually have another blue that is even closer, closer to that. Let's see what's now. Oh, thank you, Munch. I'm glad you love those. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy said, awesome. Can't wait to try this. Oh, I hope you'll, and you can go back and take a screenshot. You can go back and watch the video. You're going to have to get busy, Martina, and start making some of these. These are great. I like making these too for a swap. If you ever have to make a large number, like at Christmas time or something, it's a fun technique for that. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. I'm so glad. I know I did this a little bit less than a year ago, but every time you do it, it's a fun experience and totally different designer paper. So it makes a difference with the stamps too. So remember, get that shopping list going, and don't forget you can shop right now this week too. There's still a lot available. Don't forget about our catalogs. That's things that are retiring. Go to those retiring lists. If you're not on my email list and would like to, send me a message, please, and I'll put you on my email list. Yes, it is, Mary Ellen. It's a very great way to use up old DSP, for sure. And anyway, I hope you'll give this a try. You can actually cut your papers and pause the video and redo it and sort of make it while you're watching me. That helps too, I think, but at least taking pictures. And I'll have all the measurements underneath the video, and I will on YouTube. If you're watching later on YouTube, obviously you can fast forward in the beginning when I'm saying hi to everyone, but you can get to and then you can also, under more, you can find the directions. Oh, thank you. Jan said that love the cards. Have a wonderful trip. We're going to see our daughter, Sarah, and her husband, Andre, and their kids live in Sayulita. They used to live in San Francisco. Our son-in-law was born and raised in San Francisco. And so Sarah and Andre have always lived in San Francisco. They've been married, I don't know, 14 years already. And but they moved out of San Francisco about 1.5 years ago. And thanks, Sherry. They live in a small town called Sayulita. It's about 45 minutes from Puerto Vallarta. That's where we fly in. Thank you very much, Karen. I appreciate that. She said, stay well. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and craft again. Appreciate that. It's really sweet. Anyway, so we're going to go there. We're going to be staying in a place in the Punta Mita Peninsula is where we're going to, we're going to go to our Sayulita and hang out there with their new house. Well, they have a rental house, and then they also bought a house and they're remodeling it. And we're going to see all that. And then we're going to go back to the resort, and Sarah and Andre and the kids are coming to the resort too. We're actually, Terry and I are going to have the little grandsons, JP and Jonathan, for a night by ourselves. So thank you very much, Paula. I'm glad you watched. And I hope you'll share this, and I hope you try this technique. Have a great day, and I hope to see you next Tuesday. I can't promise. It just depends on what time we get back Monday night, and I'll let you know. I'll post something, and if not on Tuesday, I'll do it on Wednesday. Alrighty. Thank you much. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.